You might want to mute out.
I know. I'm going to be at my computer in half a minute.
In half a minute.
So I can do that.
Okay, I'm counting it down on the record time.
Oh my God. Here we come to hit you.
Please remember, the views and opinions expressed by this show or any other show on DV Radio and its guests are strictly those of said individuals and do not reflect those of the DV Radio staff nor the staff of dysfunctional veterans.
Attention everyone!
You're tuned in live.
DV Radio.
Online and on the go on your mobile device.
Listeners' discretion is advised.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to
Hey, you're listening to DV Radio with the old guy. I see Bo, who never leaves his couch for some reason. Google and Recoil, and I don't know where Marquis is at.
I was going to say he probably went to Kruger.
The little garlic sauce is delicious. You alt-right neo-Nazi bastards better stop it right now.
If you use the cheap sauce, it don't taste good.
It tastes like ass.
And I've got an important message.
Joe Junkie and Carrie Crack are perfectly fine for Tombstone.
Well, Carrie Crack is perfectly fine. She's in New Zealand. I would have sex with Brad Pitt.
How can you even read that with a straight face? Well, I've heard that many like short and tuna can girth, so I'm winning in that round apparently.
You're tuned in to WDVR on DVRadio.net or by searching DV Radio on your TuneIn app on your favorite mobile device.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio.
That is how it is right here on Barracks Talk on DVRadio.net. I'm Boner Wood. We've got DB6 getting ice cream. Google, I think, is washing dishes, taking a shower, doing something. I don't know. I heard water running. Recoil isn't here right now. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it tonight. Marquis is still staking out the warehouse so we can get our 55-inch screen TVs. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, doing good.
Outstanding. I'm assuming that DB6 hasn't made it back to his computer
I've been
yet.
trying to talk, but you guys are doing all the talking.
Oh, we don't talk enough during the pre-show, so I thought I would talk now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Pre-show's over, so I guess I'll talk.
Hey,
so what
Six,
do we got going on tonight, Bo?
Well, Six, you know what's funny really quick before we go into that? It's funny about the pre-show. The one night you show up 10 minutes before the pre-show, guess who does it? Recoil. Yeah, so there's that. We've got a lot going on, actually. We've got a couple guests. And then we've got your news updates and Google's updates. And we've got so much information, it's not even funny.
It's not funny. It's not.
It's not. It's not.
It's Assad. Hey. Hey, everybody. I had notes written down. It's Saturday, April 14th, 2018. I'm DV6, as you know, a.k.a. MR, just like Google is MR, and Bo is BJ. Oh, man! Oh, you're not BJ. You're
BW.
J.
I'm BW.
I can't. All right. So, for those who are driving the big rigs and all that, pay attention to the road. Watch out for them idiot drivers around you. I don't know how you guys do it without killing anybody that deserve to be killed. You know, not only is it against the law, but yeah, you wreck your truck. So, all right, there's a lot going on. Let's just get everybody caught up. Let's start with the DV store. We haven't been pushing a lot of stuff. There's some major changes coming, products coming back, and all that. Give us another couple weeks, and we'll be back on track with that. But in the meantime, there's still stuff over there. Use promo code BACON. You got to go get some of those bumper stickers and whatever else Google tells you to get, but she's not going to tell you. I don't know why, but because she's the one that knows what's going on there. And on the farm, all right, lots happened on the farm. I finally got some pictures uploaded of all the things we did so far this month. Google will have an update on the injured ducks. This part I like. So there was a couple of ducks that had like this wart thing growing on their foot. Or
it's not a wart thing.
It looked like a wart to me until you guys did surgery. Who does surgery on a duck? Google does. Google and the farm manager. And they pulled the tumor out of the damn duck's foot. But they saved the duck. Then they found another duck like that. So now they got a full-blown MASH unit going in the shop downstairs. Got an infirmary. We've got isolation. I didn't upload those pictures. I'm working on it right now. But Google can tell you more about that when she gets her turn to talk. It's my turn right now. We got a whole bunch of chicks in. So the guys, some of the things that's pretty cool is like one of the guys, he's the biggest, not necessarily the tallest, but he's the biggest guy on the farm. And he's got like these beefy paws and shit. He's like, rah, he's like a bull in a china shop. Watching him be tender to a little baby chick is I don't want to say comical, but it's like, wow. He did a good job though, right, Google? So, she's not going to talk now because I said she can't talk. That's how marriage works. Anyhow, so when we get these new chicks, we perform what's called a butt check, and it has nothing to do with homosexuality or bestiality and all that. Unless you're in Louisiana, then that's okay. But when we transport them from where we got them, these baby chicks, some of them get poop stuck on their fur and their feathers on the back, and then it causes a jam, and they get sick and they die. So as soon as we get them, we do butt checks. And this year I was in charge of, I was the poop remover. Google was the butt checker. And the residents. Yep. So what would happen is we'd identify a chick with a butt problem, and they'd hand them off to me. And when I'd take them upstairs, and then with nice little warm water dripping real slow, I'd have to clean their bums off and get the big chunks of poop. One baby chick took like 15 minutes of just gently, because you can't just rip it off. You'll rip half their ass off, and you'll have chicken nuggets all over the place. So we did that, and then because they're wet, we wrapped them up, and you'd wrap them in a shop towel, and then they'd go downstairs, and the vets would hold it until they were dry, and then repeat the cycle. So that took a few hours. This year we're gonna hatch our own ducklings. We're gonna use an incubator, so that'd be fun. What else? What else happened? We got a full crew here. Got 4 great guys. Got more coming. Things are happening. Getting the roads done. We're also working tentatively it is the 4th of July, but if you can and you want to spend the 4th of July with your fellow vets and show your support for these homeless vets, you're more than welcome to come up here. We have a day-long event we're working on planning out. I know we're definitely having music, and we're definitely blowing shit up. It'll be for the kids, too. We're talking about building a land nav course for kids. My favorite event is the get a real-life experience of what it's like to be in the military, and you put them in this situation where they have to complete this task, but they're given all the wrong tools to do it with. So, I think that'll be fun.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
And there'll be food and stuff like that. We're working on that.
I heard there was going to be some explosions.
Yes. Yeah. Are you trying to hint at something?
I'm just asking.
Oh.
I didn't know
because if you're trying to jog my memory or something, you're going to have to do better than that.
Well, I didn't know if you needed EOD on scene or anything. I've got a few friends that were EOD.
No.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a rumor going around that we don't like loud noises or something.
Hey, well,
those pages that say that we're bad for we give vets, whatever, or our shirts are offensive.
You're the DV6. We're the reason why the VA doesn't want to help anybody.
Oh, okay. So the whole time I was homeless on the streets of Boston, all those years, was for a shirt I hadn't made yet.
Yep, same with me. Back in 2009. Yeah.
But how does a vet? Well, I don't want to get on that, but it's kind of funny to, You got other organizations or social media sites calling civilian snowflakes, and then the next post is, and then these guys, man, look at this shirt. That makes me look bad.
Well, I've got a little soundbite for the first break that sums up the problem with jokes really good. So
also had a lot of visitors this week and the past week on the farm, and all the support has been outstanding. To those who are doing those birthday fundraisers on Facebook, keep it up. Those are really good. Make sure you share it to the DV page so that I can see it and front page that shit. It's definitely a great way to help support the DV farm. And if you don't know about that, when it's your birthday or whatever birthday you're lying about is on Facebook, they allow you to donate your birthday to charity, so you can scroll through the things, select DV Farm, and then post that shit everywhere. And like I said, post it to the main page, and I'll try and get it up on the main wall. Hey. I know that one kid raised over $2,600, and I've seen others that have raised a couple hundred. That all helps.
I was going to say, Six.
We are full here, and every donation counts.
I was going to say, Six, the one really good thing about using Facebook for charity donations is that nobody has to touch the money at all. It's all ran through their little systems and all, and they don't touch the money.
Even
the
Facebook
ones holding
doesn't take a cut.
Yeah, that's one of the great things. Yep. So.
What else? We got a lot of, the vets have been really staying busy. That new dog, that new puppy Tank, that Recoil got, he got first and then asked for permission. And then we were having a meeting about it, and while the meeting was going on, Google's walking out the door with her car keys and shit. Where are you going? Pennsylvania. Yeah, so
I loved when Six told me that. Where the hell are you going?
So for those who don't know the story, it was a couple weeks ago. We've been trying to get a puppy for the veterans here at the vet house on the farm at the DV farm, and things haven't been working out as planned. We're going to get a puppy donated, blah blah blah, and then Recoil calls and says, "Hey, if you don't want it, what? If you don't want it, I can find another home, but I saw it, knew it would be perfect." And he started sending screenshots or pictures in our internal company chats, the DV radio chats. So Google obviously see that. And anyhow, I'm like, I don't know. I'll have to talk to the guys. We'll have to have blah, blah, blah meetings. And in a minute, I said, hold on, Bo. And I turn around and I go, oh, Google, where are you going? She's going to Pennsylvania. Yes, that decision was made. So he was gone and back in like 7 hours. Several laws were broken. I think Recoil are halfway or something. But,
yes,
but that puppy is so fucking kick-ass. He's so like nice and like he's crazy. But both dogs are injured right now. They're both limping. I heard they had a big collision out in the front yard. Storm, our dog, puppy, whatever, will sit out in the yard just waiting for the other dog to come out. It's crazy. It's like, whatever. So we got that. But it really has changed. It's really been, if Recoil ever comes to work again on the radio, tell him, I mean, he did good there. It's really changed the atmosphere. I mean, the vets were doing fine before, but that really livens up the place. Also want to thank Michael Curtis from Curtis Custom Creations for that kick-ass handmade wooden flag that he donated to the vet farm here, the DV farm. And what else? I haven't done a mail call this week, so I don't know what else came in. And so there's that. All right. So if you want updates on that, please just go to DV Farm. If you don't see any, if you've already seen the last video that was posted, then go to the DV page, look at the videos there, because sometimes I go on the DV page to talk about the farm, but I won't go on the farm page and talk about the DV page, so you don't have to worry. But you can catch up on everything. Look for the ones that say mail call. And if you want to send something in to these guys, we talked about before, like I have 2 guys that are indigent. For those who don't know what indigent means, it means they're not from this country. No, it means they don't have no fucking money. if you want to send them gift cards, because donations that come in for the farm, I can't hey, I'm going to take $50 out and give it to this vet here. Doesn't work like that, contrary to what the haters might think. But I got bookkeepers. But if you want to donate gift cards, specifically to go to the vets, just send them here to the get the address is 14 Whitney Stage Road in Gilsum. I'll make sure the two guys that are with that no income or no check get them. So, without further ado, I know you guys are probably going to talk later about the whole Syria thing. I really haven't been keeping up to speed but I've been getting some hate mail, which is usual for memes, but now this one's about Syria. Look, I've got a folder that's titled Syria. We bombed Syria. I'm pulling those memes out. That's what the page is for. So, I don't know how you read into all my politics and what I'm thinking and all these 3-page comments that you write about what that meme means and what I'm thinking and fuck me. It's just a meme. I thought it was funny. Okay.
You're a dick. I can't believe you're that whatever Wing did. Gosh, Six.
That
I thought this
brings
was
me
a
to my
neutral
most
page.
important one. I can understand now. We were watching a show on DVR the other night, Google and I, and the commercial for the upcoming news segment came on, and this is how it went. Yay! Massachusetts is one of the top, has some of the top smartest students in the country. They scored in the top percentile of the whole nation. They have the highest scores of reading and math. 30 or 40% of students scored proficient or higher. That's the highest in the nation. And they're like, yay! I'm like, okay, hold up. Hold up. They're cheering that we got, that's great. We're in the top 1-2% or whatever of all school or all states in the country. But wait a second. We're happy that 30 to 40, only 30 or 40% of the students are scoring proficient or higher, meaning they can read or they can read better, whatever. But that means But that means 60% are not at reading level. That's bad. That's bad. And that we're the highest in the nation with those scores. Okay, let's cheer that, fucking 60% of our students are retarded.
Yeah, well, you know what's even funnier about that? Remember, Six, last night, when we were watching TV, it gave a sneak peek on what was coming up on the news, and one of the headlines was, "Ladder breaks apart." And this is after you told me about the 30%. It's like, well, guess it's not very helpful considering these fuckers don't know how to read.
And I bet you they're the same people who say it's a meme, not a meme.
or your Marquis, and go mem.
Mem.
Fucking mem.
So I went and I looked. Before we went to air here, I just double checked that I heard that right, and it is. Massachusetts is scoring, and they were breaking it down. 30% of these scored proficient or higher, and that's like the number one in the country. I'm like, oh my god! So we can only go down for the other states. How do you celebrate that? That's the news. So I don't know. That's what I mean about when people say, well, I heard it on the news. You have to not just only read the news, you have to understand, you have to comprehend what they said. Even though it's like, yay, I got cancer. Just because they say yay don't mean it's good.
Right?
Or am I just getting old?
Well, it's like the picture that I put up. It's a stone. When I passed that fucking huge-ass kidney stone, people were saying, why are you making a joke of this? And I'm like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you that fucking retarded? That people thought would have thought I was happy to be passing the kidney stone. Like,
You know, they got me so upset. I'm gonna go raid a lawyer's office or something.
Hey, be sure you get some paper clips.
Oh man.
So, like I said, those are two things. I think the only way I'm keeping my sanity is by not watching it because there's only so much I can control. But me and Bo had a kick-ass interview with a doctor who is trying to help vets active duty. He's focused on active duty service members. And with the mental health crisis that's going on, and one of the things that came up, and that we're going to discuss further on future shows and all that, we're going to have them come on, is how they preach that, you can go ask for help. We're there if you need us. You know, yes, you've got 16 deployments. You know, if you need to talk to somebody, you know. But what really happens is if you talk to anybody, first thing they do, they pull you and ostracize you and whatever else. But anyhow, Dr.
Howard Waitskin.
Howard Waitskin. Yep, Dr. Howard Waitskin. He's a real fucking doctor. He's like, and they work. He had an article just come out, or their study was published in Military Medicine. So that will be coming out later. And it was we spent an hour on the call. Go ahead.
Just so everybody understands, military medicine is the official Oxford academics, I think, and that's where everything goes, where they research and they take and they actually put it to use in the nation and internationally for medicines and stuff like that.
I thought that was the Dow Jones of average.
Oh man! But yeah, what were you saying? We actually spent about 2 hours with him, I think.
Well, I got out of there after an hour.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
He started on me about my smoking, and that was enough.
You know, I'm going to play that sound clip the next time we have a show. Just for you, Six.
This is the new Iranian national anthem. Oh, God. We're in the chat. I'm getting out of the chat before I get in trouble.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so for the rest of this time, we got snow coming tonight here. So glad I didn't put the snow shovels away. I knew it. It's not the 15th yet. Did anything bad happen to anybody on Friday the 13th? We bombed Syria.
Well, do you guys know who I seen today?
You don't get out, so I don't know.
Find it. I won't.
Well, who did you see, Bo?
Everybody I seen with my eyes.
Really? we go to air, and that's the one you use. What would Ron Ripley say?
Ron Ripley would probably be laughing his ass off right now, and he would be saying, "Hey, catch me Saturday nights at the Comedy Club."
That's because he's booking stuff at the nursing home. If he agreed to believe that.
Oh yeah, I mean, he. That's why we haven't had him on. Me and you were talking about that. He's doing a stand-up on Saturday nights now. I'm trying to talk him into going live so we can just have a full Barracks talk where we do nothing but listen to his show the entire time.
Sounds good.
What do you guys think about that?
Well, Google, somebody, I don't know, but Google's being quiet, and I don't know why, because she's plenty rested today.
Well, Six.
I gotta go till 30.
You didn't mention PTSDog's GoFundMe.
No, I didn't. I was hoping that you'd bring it up and remind me so that we could talk about that and remind people that he's trying to get that book published.
Yeah, PTSDog is actually getting it published. He just needs $1,000. We want him to raise $1,000 more. He needs that full $1,000 donation. What we're planning on doing, however, is either the top 3 donators or the last 3 donators, whichever works out best, by April 28th, will win the chance and it's a chance if you're able to do it to be guest hosts on Barracks Talk and the Service Dog Show with PTSDog. All you have to do, go over to GoFundMe.com/let's-publish-PTSDog. I've got the URL in the chat room on dvradio.net as well on the podcast below and on YouTube. That's all you have to do. Go over there, donate, be either one of the top 3 donators or one of the last 3 donators by April 28th, and we'll get those 3. We'll have you on Barrett's Talk as well as PTS Dog's The Service Dog Show. So if you want to be on this show and PTS Dog Show, go donate. That's all you got to do. We need to raise $1,000 by April 28th.
Please stop sending me texts. Now they're calling me poop checker.
Oh yeah, I know. They fucking when the post went up at 9 o'clock.
You can see my phone?
No, well, the first comment on the post of the live post that went up on DB on the main.
Oh, it's on the post too?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I'm getting it on my phone.
They said poop checker, and I was like, someone's listening live.
Yeah. The photos they're sending me are not what I was checking.
Oh, they got you that good stuff. Yeah. They got you that underground porn, don't they?
So we had somebody in the office the other day, and they were asking about somebody, and he no longer works there. He's moved on. He's got another job, pays more than I can pay. But anyhow, they were like, was he the one? Is that the guy that sent the black cocks in the mail? I'm like, oh, man, you know him? He's famous for that. Customer service with a big black cock. Oh, man. Anyhow, 6-9. All right.
Well,
look at that. We still got 4 minutes.
I was about to say 6. Are you going to be able to help me interview our guests tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've got Matt and Sal, the authors of Meet the WTFs, coming on after the break. If you want, while we're on the break, you can go to the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot Sierra.com. That's thewtfs.com. Check out their book that's out now and their upcoming books. They're great guys. They are veterans, and we'll find out more about why the hell you should go buy that book and why the fuck it's so different. What do you think of those 2 guys there, Six?
I do want to ask you because I heard some crazy shit about this book. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I can't wait to be able to actually read it.
Yeah, like you can read. You're fucking in North Carolina. You have the lowest, so that's got to be like 10% efficient or better.
DV6. You're talking about the current average of schools, not when I was in school.
Oh, I'm sorry. Back when you went.
Back when I was at school. Back in my day, son, we didn't have to worry about tests.
Or Monica.
Lewinsky?
All right. So you got to... Well, fucking... I still love this meme of the baby crying and the woman trying to give her baby food. And it says, honey, you need to finish your Afghanistan before you have some Syria.
I seen that this morning when I got on my tablet, and I fucking laughed so hard. I just woke up here. I was fucking crying. We do have the contest going for PTS Dog, as you know. The GoFundMe, $1,000, be one of the top donators or one of the last 3. But we also have another contest, a meet and greet that you could win, and 4 of you could win that. Be sure that you stay tuned for that later in the show as to how to be able to win that. Well, I thought somebody was going to say something. God.
Yay!
Fuck. Shit ass. Fucking
I was,
hell.
Getting a headache.
Take some Tylenol, Midol, something.
Holy shit. The one I shared of PTS Dog's meme of the cheese slice wrapper, even though he spelled cheese wrong, got 5.2 thousand likes and 2,500 shares. Holy shit, he must be happy.
Damn, son. You didn't mention one thing that these people can do for the farm if they don't want to donate directly or don't have any extra money and they shop online.
Yeah, and the best way to do that is the way Bo tells it, because he has such a way of saying it. Whereas I say, if you and I stutter.
If you go to
you
Smile
shop online, I'll do it. Wait. I'll do it first.
Okay.
Let's see who does it better and let them decide.
Okay.
All right. Hey, fuckers. Do you not go out of your house? Do you shop online? Want to help a great cause? Do you use Amazon? If you answered yes to some of these questions and you score better than 30% or better, go to smile.amazon.com, shop using that Amazon way or something, and select DV Farm as your charity. It'll ask you when you are prompted. And you're helping the farm. Now, Bo, you do it.
I'm trying to get over Spooky Cat saying Z as if she's sleeping. Anyway, if you don't want to donate directly or you don't have the extra funds and you do shop online, go to smile.amazon.com. Make DV Farm your charity of choice. There's no hidden fees or extra costs, and nothing comes out of your pocket. They take a portion of your shopping cart and give it directly to the DV Farm. That's smile.amazon.com. Make DV Farm your charity of choice.
Okay,
DV6,
Google is better. I remember.
Remember, you got to live with 6. Where'd she go?
I'm here. I'm just hiding.
She doesn't.
At least you're not taking a shower. Google in the pre-show was in the shower with her.
I was not. I was doing dishes. I knew I had to get it done during the pre-show. Otherwise, I would have had to do it during the regular show.
That water was so loud in my headphones. I thought she had the fucking microphone under the drain. Like, holy shit. I was like, what are you doing? But we do need to take a break because this was a solid break until we went a minute and a half over. Anyway, we do have Matt. We do have Matt and Sal, the authors of Meet the WTFs, which you can find on the WTFs.com during the break. Coming on after this break, we're going to go to this break, and we'll be back to Barracks Talk Live right here on dvradio.net with myself, Bonerwood, Google, and DV6.
DV Radio.
Dispatch, car 54.
Go ahead, 54.
I'm going to be 1196 with a white Ford pickup truck. Driver was 505 on Highway 68.
10-4. Car 54 is 1196 for a 505 on 68.
10-4 dispatch will update. Do you know why I stopped you today, sir? Because I had some whiskey and bad decisions from
KBarSoapCo.com, and you can have it too. Made exclusively with Leadslingers whiskey and all the gun-toting Bald Eagle Warrior Screaming Glory that comes with it. Now stop smelling like Halle and add some whiskey to your skin with whiskey and bad decisions from KBarSoapCo.com.
Sir, I think I'm gonna have to grab me a bar or even a 6-pack. Excuse me.
Car 54, respond. Car 54? Where are you? Car 54. Car 54.
DV Radio is for our fellow brothers and sisters, and it's all free of charge for our listeners, our guests, and even those that have shows right here on dvradio.net. We do everything in-house, from mixing and recording ads and shows to the website and all that you get from us. We love promoting veteran-owned businesses and highlighting those in the veteran community. So if you would like to continue to hear what we bring to you and have even more in the future with the best quality that we can possibly bring to you, please head over to dvradio.net and click that PayPal donation button. Any amount is welcome, from $1 to $100 million that your uncle lets you in his trust fund. So please head over to dvradio.net and click that PayPal donation button right now.
DV Radio.
You're listening to Barracks Talk with DV6, Google, Recoil, Marquis Davis, and Bonerwood.
Yes, you are tuned in to WDVR right here on dvradio.net. Barracks Talk on Bonerwood. If you think you missed the music, which you did, or any sound bites during the break, you have to tune into the live show every Saturday at 2109 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we don't have the money to pay millions of fucking dollars for those copyrights. Anyway, tonight's guests are Matt and Sal, the authors of Meet the WTFs, which you can find on that's THE WTFs Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot, Sierra.com right now. You can purchase it at smile.amazon.com. So, Matt, Sal, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Thanks for having us on.
Hey, thank you guys for coming on and making time for us. So, tell me a little bit about yourselves. I know you guys are veterans. You want to tell us a little bit about your military history? Whichever one you guys want to start really quick.
Go ahead, Matt. I got to follow your lead, man. You're the smarter of the two of us.
All right. What's up, guys? This is Matt. I just recently retired after just shy of 23 years and in the Air Force, and did aircrew flight equipment. So basically packing parachutes and being the pilot's bitch for most of that, and dabbling in some survival training and all that throughout the career. And Sal, go ahead.
Yeah, I just retired last January. I did aircrew flight equipment as well, and I did military training for a while. And yeah, I'm just enjoying retired life.
So you two were the laziest of the Air Force has to offer. Gotcha. Now,
yeah, yeah, we're way down there.
Now, were you two in the same squad or?
Oh yeah, we were assigned together at Hill Air Force Base in Utah, and I was the superintendent at the time, and Sal was running one of the shops. So we actually had met before, but we didn't realize it because we had gone to a couple survival schools together when we were younger, and then when we met up there at Hill, we were like, "Don't I know you?"
Gotcha. Yeah, I recognized the scars on his arm because at survival school we were playing that game where you put the cigarette between your arms to see who moves their arms.
Yeah,
and I was like, dude, I recognize those fucking scars.
All right.
And I had the same matching scars on my arms.
Well, it's good that you guys had a fond memory. That's all that matters. Now, you guys sent us an email and telling us, about your book, and I think I had went to your website first before Six had because he had so much going on. And the first thing I seen was the WTF universe blurb where it says, "It's a fucked up world, but some of you crazy MFers will like it. Check out the site and read our stupid books. We'll guarantee you will either love them or you will be offended and want to hurt us." Why did you, pick DV to help you guys, get the word out about this book? And really quick, why did you two obviously smart but lazy Air Force veterans decide to turn authors?
Well, I chose the DV honestly because I've been following the DV Facebook page for years, and and just that type of humor was exactly that was the right fit right there. I mean, that the humor is the same that I see in the memes, and even the memes, especially the memes that I get to see before they get blocked.
You got Six laughing over there, so that's good.
So I was like, if there's one community that could really appreciate the ridiculousness and the sick adolescent immature humor that we put in these books, is definitely the DV folks.
Yeah, when you're this offensive, you got to pick and choose your allies carefully, man.
Right. So it's not like a Russia, Syria, America thing. This is like American.
Fuck. Oh God, I got brain freeze. God, I got mute.
I thought I brought up some flashbacks for Six there for a minute. But so what was the other reason? Why did you guys after like you said, the humor and the adolescence humor, of course, and the dark humor? What was the other huge reason you guys came to us? Because I want these guys to know why they should purchase the book beyond the fact that I'm sure it's funny as hell, because just reading your website, I fucking die laughing. But what's the other main reason?
I think it was the DV farm, right, Matt?
Yeah, exactly. We, I remember the DV farm, in the early stages, like I said, being a member of the DV page for a while. And I was like, you know what, that's a charity, that is really kind of near and dear to both of our hearts, both Sal and I. And so we're like, you know what? It'd be nice if we, profit off of this, but, fuckers got to buy our book first. But
yeah, I think at this point we only owe you guys like 23 cents or something. It's pretty sad, man. We want to
keep
more.
sharing the. If you look, I can't type to save my fucking ass. So when I scan the page twice a day, because I don't have all day like I used to, because everything I do, but I look for the material to go up on the main wall from the fans. So when you put those little, like, hey, whatever you write, those things with words that make sentences, then I kick my mouse and I copy and paste it, and then I front page it. So keep doing that from time to time.
All right, we'll do, yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, that's what we're doing, for those that don't know, is every book sold, we're donating a portion of proceeds to the DV farm. So, it's the DV community is pretty big. Looking at the Facebook page, it's got over 1 million followers. So, if just 10% of people buy the book, that's
now you keep talking about this book. Now tell us about the book. I know a little bit, but like tell why they should buy this book. But what is it about, and what's so great about it?
So it's a pretty fucked up ride where it follows a corporate space agency. So it's not ran by the government. It's kind of ran by people with a lot of money. And they discovered life on another planet. And this life...
oil?
We don't know it yet. But the life is... It's not quite idiocracy, but but they definitely have their faults. But they definitely are more advanced than us in other areas. So, especially their giant space wieners, apparently. So, which I know some of you looking in the chat, some of you had noticed that on the website. But so basically, there's we send one of our rovers over to this planet, and the main character on the planet's name is Max, or we call him Maxie, to fuck with him because his last name is Pad. And, so
we call Maxie Pad.
Yeah. But so the space agency on Earth, they have their own problems while they're trying to figure out what's going on. Discovering new life on a planet, is kind of a big deal, but they keep having all these accidental murders going on. So they have their own troubles to worry about. One guy gets really excited and he likes to masturbate with keyboards. So, and he accidentally kills himself doing that. So, not to give away too many spoilers, but there's some pretty fucked up shit in the book that I think a lot of people in this community would definitely like.
You gotta be one kinky ass motherfucker to use a keyboard to masturbate with, let me tell you. Holy shit.
The real fucked up part is not just the keyboards, is that he was using like some ketchup packets from the break room to use as lube, so that's equally as fucked up as the keyboards if you have.
And here, DV Brandy was getting blamed for that in the bathroom, all that blood everywhere.
Well,
I mean, you gotta use what you gotta use. If all you got is ketchup,
Sal's bringing up ketchup packets. I've got to ask you both. Is this based off of personal experiences?
Well, it's based on a true story, just all together.
Oh, so one of you did use a keyboard to masturbate with. Oh, nobody answers.
Matt. That was Matt for sure.
It's got to be those cool ones that light up. It just adds a little bit to
it. Is that one of the rollout keyboards? Is that what you're talking about?
So, hey, Bo, can I ask one?
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
I gotta tell you, I wrote their names down, so I know I did. You know how I'm bad, Matt and Sal, right? I got the names right. I wrote it down.
Yep. It sounds like we're talking to a mob boss and some kid that just thought he'd join in with them, Matt and fucking Sal.
Hey, am I the boss though? Can Sal be the mob boss? Right? I got the Italian name.
Right? Go ahead, 6.
Fuck, I forgot what I was going to ask. So you guys, stayed, I would assume stayed in contact after you both, retired and everything. And what was it like after all those years in the military? How were you guys doing? You adjusted. Apparently, you sound like you did. You took what you learned in the Air Force and you're putting it to good use. I mean, it looks like you're higher than that 30 percentile. With reading and math.
That's what we do. We sit at desks and type all day. So, it just kind of was a natural fit.
Packing parachutes helps you get
in the military, just sending fucked up emails back and forth, out of just pure boredom.
So, I can imagine. I mean, some of this stuff, come on, how many of you guys are listening, some of the crazy ass shit you come up with and go, man, we need to write a book. Well, these fuckers did.
I love.
We're not saying it's a good book, but we wrote a book. Damn it.
Now, and the other thing is now there's a lot of people I know out there that are listening that they want to. They think the first step is like, I want to do it. Now, a lot of them get to that part where they're like PTSDog. He put a book together, and now he's at that stage where he's just trying to get funding to get it published. But backing that up, what are some of the things, like anybody out there that's thinking about going into writing or want to write a book and get it published? Can you pass on any helpful advice? Like, what would you tell them? One, I know, don't quit, probably, right?
Yeah. I mean, the hardest part is, honestly, the hardest part of the whole thing is marketing, is getting your book visibility to your target audience. That's been the hardest part for us.
So you mean getting it published and all that is the easy part?
I mean, for us, it was. I mean, we wrote it, and we are educated, and so luckily we were able to use our own skills and edit.
We Googled a lot of shit as we went.
Yeah, absolutely.
Andy. Oh. So marketing, huh? Well, you did good here. It's getting well, last week we were at 40 million for a week in visibility. We're dropping a little bit. I don't know if that has anything to do with your book, though, but
Hey man, real apologize right now for that.
Well, talking about your book, guys, I know that on your website you say that this is one of a series of books. How many books are in the series? Are you guys already have another one out? Well, what's the story there?
Well, it's actually up to the fans. I say fans, not like we actually have any fans, but it's up to the people that read the book. There's a part in it that asks for them to do something on Twitter. They have to help send a message. And if that message gets sent, then, MaxiPad will continue to live, and then the series will continue.
MaxiPad is one of the characters.
He's the alien.
Alien, and I don't want to spoil anything, but he's
you got to give us, but that sounds some of the shit in this book. I mean, how many pages How many pages have you just divulged right now? But I mean, does it have pictures?
No, there's no pictures, but there are kind of little.
Just heard 1,000 Marines groan.
There's crude drawings of penises all throughout it, though.
Well, I think I did put something up about we were going to talk to these guys that have a coloring book with no pictures. So.
But one of the things that we'd like to push about this book is that, we hope people actually like the book and think it's funny, and one of the things that that we'd like with books that we like, we always want more. When it's all said and done, you're like, okay, that book's over. That's great.
Who's the author? Let me go research this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we tried to do here, because we've taken, we've kind of added social media to it to an extent. So we actually have Twitter accounts for several of the characters in the book, and that's a lot of work, honestly, because Sal and I, we split them down the middle. I handle some of the accounts and he handles some of the other ones. And so it's kind of making us schizophrenic a little bit, because we have to get in a character and start posting things as if that character is posting them. But that's kind of where we take it is, if you really like the book, you can just follow folks, the characters on Twitter, and because there's
there you have it, folks. You heard them, and I'm getting yelled at by everybody behind the scenes because we're missing our fucking break. No, this is great. Come back on in a couple weeks. Guys, the name of the book is Is it Meet the WTFs or Meet What the Fucks?
It's Meet the WTFs.
Yeah, because you couldn't sell it the other way. Bo, I'm going to give it back to you. How was that?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know who's yelling at you, but...
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm reading the old messages from 936. Continue on.
Anyway, yeah, you were talking about the Twitter account.
I apologize, everybody. It was like I was trying to hint to Six we need to hurry up, and I didn't scroll down. It doesn't update this. I apologize.
I was like, damn, you trying to kick us off already?
I was too. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Sorry.
But yeah, I think it was you, Matt, that brought up the Twitter accounts. I've noticed when I share one thing of your fucking Twitter account, 58 motherfuckers start tweeting out something or replying. I'm like, holy shit, my tablet blows up. I'm like, how many motherfuckers is on this team? And I'm glad you clarified that. But you guys, either one of you, do you want to read something from the book to give our listeners a little excerpt or something, and give them a little idea of what's actually in the book?
Hey, go ahead, Sal.
Yeah, I could read the foreword. That just starts the book out. And we wanted to start it strong, so there's no better way to start it than fuck, dick, cockhole, wiener, jizz, coxicle, and cumbubble. Those words are just a sampling of the very vile and offensive language used throughout the entirety of this book. I must warn you, there is not one wholesome page in this full-length novel. There is, however, complete sections on redneck lady parts, watery shits, and giant space dicks that contain enough detail to make you want to vomit. Further, the authors deemed it necessary to refer to me as a fleshlight. I, being a wholesome wife and mother of one very special middle-aged man, was not familiar with fleshlights. But after conducting some quick research online, I was shocked and disturbed to find that a fleshlight is a masturbation device for men that resembles a plump vulva, where the light bulb should be. It also consists of a long tube similar to that of a shaft of a flashlight, which I can only assume houses the man's penis after they stick it in through that plump vulva that I mentioned earlier. For the life of me, I cannot understand why Matt and Sal would consider me to be a fleshlight. Also, I am physically ill over the way they portrayed Bob. My son Bob worked very hard to raise his grades from below average to average, just to meet the strict requirements of the Narcissistic Astronaut Society for Average Learners. He also had to relinquish his most precious traits of humility and generosity so that he could be narcissistic enough to qualify for this self-centered space program that is hell-bent on profits and fame. Despite Bob's hard work and sacrifices, Matt and Sal still chose to portray him as an incapable muttonhead. Trust me, Bob is capable of more than making fake nipples and eating Nutter Buddies. Matt and Sal's lazy attempt at satire will be offensive to many. I mean, come on, is there even such a thing as a narcissistic astronaut? These so-called authors merely exploit common stereotypes in an attempt at cringe comedy, which only casts a dark shadow over the groundbreaking discovery of intelligent life in the universe. For the record, I detest this book and I loathe Matt and Sal Strano. They have tarnished the Yo-Head name, and I will not rest until they are brought to literary justice. I only agreed to write this forward as an opportunity to sway readers from continuing beyond this page. Instead of supporting this abomination, I suggest you instead send words of encouragement to my dear son Bob on his Twitter account, @TwizzlerKnits. Thank you, Bob's mom. P.S. Necrophilia is never funny.
First off, I've got to say, any chance we had at monetization on YouTube, that fucking completely shot, thanks to your forward. After that, if I read that forward, I would probably not put the book down until I've read every bit of it. And like Matt said earlier, I'd want to read the next fucking book immediately.
We just had another book that came out April 1st, and that's called Fire and Furry. It's about a group of furries that go to the forest for an orgy, and they end up starting a forest fire, and then just mayhem and murders after that.
Furries.
So that one too.
For those that don't know what a furry is, could you elaborate on that for us?
Matt, go ahead.
A furrier or a farrier?
A furry. Matt's expert on furries.
Once again, if people could see your Google search history when you're trying to write shit. So, yes, Fire and Furry, and obviously it's a play on Fire and Fury, but So these furries are grown people that like to they dress up in big old costumes like bears and
Antifa.
And what I did find in my research is that not all of them go to orgies and fuck each other, but there are some that do.
Now, I gotta ask, Matt, you keep saying your research, and I'm guessing it's not all Google research. Did you have any hands-on experience during this furry fest?
Pause, Matt. Come on, man. You're scaring me.
That might have to be another book. Maybe, possibly an autobiography. I don't know. I don't know if my family's ready for that.
Is there something you need to tell your wife? I mean, come on.
Yeah, why not tell her on the radio right now? Tell her on DV radio.
Hopefully she's not listening right now.
Six, what else do you got for these guys? I know you were loaded with questions.
And I apologize again for my inexperience with the Skype chat and interrupting everybody.
This is why we don't let him press buttons, everybody, just so you know.
It's not as bad as it was in the old days where the whole thing would just shut off. Remember that?
Right.
Who's been on? Remember DV Radio back then where I did something and the whole thing would just shut down?
Yes.
Yeah, we've come a long way, baby.
So
I'm almost up to 5th grade reading level. I'd score in the top 1% of Massachusetts.
So for those listening right now or on the podcast, Matt and Sal, where can they go to buy it? And do you have any social media accounts? As you mentioned earlier, you've got Meet the WTFs on Twitter. But what is your social media and website, and where can they go to buy this book and the others?
Yeah, it's on www.thewtfs.com. And I think it's been in the chat here a couple times. But there's the Twitter also. Just search for Meet the WTFs, and then there's a Facebook page also. And then the book's available on Amazon. All you have to do is just search either Matt or Meet the WTFs or Matt Strano, and then the books will come up.
Okay.
Tell me one fact about civilian life you've learned since you've gotten out. But then again, you guys were in the Air Force, so it's not a big transition.
They got these medical marijuana cards now, I hear.
Can't do that in the Air Force.
Right.
Unless you're a pilot.
So what I really like about us teaming up together is not only are they helping contribute to a veteran-owned business, you guys, that went from nothing. Literally, you guys had started out with nothing. You put an idea together. You worked on it. You done what you could, and then you got the book out. And honestly, what I've seen, I've not been able to read the book. It looks fucking fantastic. I honestly can't wait to read it. But the other thing is the fact that a portion goes to a nonprofit, veteran nonprofit, the DV Farm on top of that. So they're helping two veteran-owned businesses and a veteran nonprofit at the same time. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better.
Thanks, man.
I was going to say that means somebody says something. I don't care if it's you two fuck nuts or what. But
I had to hurry up and click unmute on my thing. And yeah, that's the thing. With these books, we have 2 books out now, and the sales from all the books, a portion of the sales from all the books is what goes to it. So it's not just the first book; it's every book we put out. So and we have a third one that we're working on now. That's going to come out next month. Actually, in a little less than 30 days. It's called Filling Holes. And basically, it kind of goes back to Meet the WTFs and take some of those characters, some of the background characters, and kind of gives them more depth. So it's a collection of short stories, basically.
I've got to ask really quick, because this just jumped in my mind when you guys said filling holes. If you guys get put into bookstores like Barnes and Nobles and all that, are you going to be in the adult section?
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, come on. What is this going to be in general knowledge? Fucking fetish comedy. Come on. But no, thank you guys so much for coming to us and wanting to do this for the DV Farm. I know Six and Google and all the vets at the farm more than appreciate it. We can't thank you guys enough. And all of you that are listening, just one purchase of this helps those guys that made this, Matt and Sal Strano, as well as the DV Farm. So go buy it, check it out. Fucking hilarious. I'm not read it, but I'm going to as soon as I get my hand on one of those copies. DV6, you have anything else for Matt and Sal?
No, you covered it. Hey, Matt and Saul, I think it's great what you're doing. And we look forward to, I hope your book is a big success. And don't forget, if you're around here on the 4th of July or want to set up a booth, get in touch with us. We'll sell your book here at the event too. Thank you for coming on and good job. Awesome job.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you guys, and you're always welcome to come here on Barracks Talk or any of the other shows that we've got. You guys just heard us interview Matt and Sal Strano, the authors of Meet the WTFs. You can find it on meetthewtfs.com as well as on Amazon.com. Go check it out. Go to their Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. Thank you guys for coming on tonight. You guys have a great evening.
Thanks, you too, man.
So,
Bye-bye.
So 6, we've got a lot of shit that we still haven't covered tonight. Did you notice that?
What?
I said we got a lot of shit we still haven't covered tonight. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things you're a dick is we have a shut the fuck up. We have a DB who listens as much as she can. She's been a follower for a very long time. She just got out of surgery, I believe, yesterday. She's going to be in the hospital for about a week or two. But it's from DB Fox, and she wanted to say, hey, assholes, hi, and you can all go fuck yourselves. Like I said, she just had her 5th surgery, and she's now leading me 1-4, so I need to find a few more organs to get rid of this year, apparently. So that said, DB Fox, hope you get to feeling better and get out of the hospital ASAP. And Spooky Cat, I guess you're in the lead with surgeries when it comes to Fox and I together. But anyway, we also got another contest. I told you guys to be sure you stay tuned so you can hear how to win that. It's for 4 of you guys. If you want to win a meet and greet to meet the band members of Bisto Blanco, then all you have to do is comment on the post of this podcast when it's up why you deserve the meet and greet. Like and share the post, and we'll announce the winners once we went through them all. The end date is yet to be determined, so stay tuned for more information about that. You'll also be able to meet David Libby of Warrior Service, his nonprofit that he started to assist military veterans to reconnect their lives, purpose, and meaning. Just go over to warriorservice.org. That's warriorservice.org for more information about that. You also know David from Sosra, which he started as a weekend get-together and goof-off music session with a few of his friends. You can hear his album, In Distress, by purchasing it at sosuraband.org, or if you're one of the few, which is 4 of you, lucky winners that wins the meet and greet, you'll be given a digital code to get his album for free. That's right. You'll get his album for free. You'll also get to meet David Libby at the Ride for Ronnie. Stay tuned for more information about that. The Ride for Ronnie is a cancer fundraiser held by Wendy. That's Ronnie Dio's wife. You guys know he passed away in 2010 from cancer. So she's been doing this for, I think, the last 3 years. This is the 4th annual Ride for Ronnie. So please head over to diocancerfund.org to find out more about the Ride for Ronnie happening on May 6, 2008. It starts at the Harley-Davidson of Glendale in Glendale, California, and it ends at Los Encinos State Historic Park in Encino, California. For more information, like I said, go to diocancerfund.org. And again, that happens on May 6, 2018. All you have to do to be one of the 4 winners is comment with why you think you should be the winner of the meet and greet to meet Bisto Blanco as well as David Libby. Like and share the post. And once we get that information compiled, we'll announce the winners as soon as we can. And yes, it'll be enough time for you to get together and get your plans made for that. 6, you got anything?
No.
Well, fuck you too.
Well, I had to unmute.
Always on mute. God. Jesus. Sadly, we won't have
the hard break. Don't miss that hard break.
Sadly, no, this one's a soft break. The first one was the hard break. See, you don't read the spreadsheet.
Look, I heard little beeps or something, and I saw that the Skype thing was active, so I opened it up, and I didn't know it was going to open it up in an odd place and make it look like that was the newest message in there. Yeah.
But what I was about to say is, sadly, we won't have a new disgruntled discussion this week, this coming Wednesday. What?
Nothing.
Okay. We won't have a new disgruntled discussions from disgruntled vets this Wednesday because they've got a few things they've got to work out between them. Nothing bad. They've just got to work on a few things, and then they'll be back as soon as they can. But if you're wondering, they are every Wednesday at 8 p.m. for all of you potato mashers. If you missed PTSDog's The Service Dog Show last Sunday, which was April 8th, you can catch a rerun of it this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on dvradio.net. There's a new one every other Sunday, and that's from PTSDog, who is an excellent fucking resource and outreach for anything service dog related. I believe 6, he's supposed to be at the 4th of July event as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's that. Yeah. Okay. Well, since 6 doesn't want to answer anything or come up with any fucking jokes, we'll go ahead and take we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll take this soft break on time. We're going to go to break. We'll be back. Hopefully Google will have some news. If not, we'll just fucking do some shit. But anyway, you are tuned in to Barracks Talk right here on WDVR, dvradio.net. We'll be back right after this break. Ever shop online at smile.amazon.com? Why not give back to the DV Farm by making it your charity of choice? No extra fees or hidden costs, and a portion of your purchase goes directly towards the DV Farm, located in Gilsum, New Hampshire, and helping to continue its mission. That's smile.amazon.com, and be sure DV Farm is your charity of choice. For more information about the DV Farm, please go to dvfarm.org.
Stay tuned to
WDVR
from
dvradio.net.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own.
DV Radio.
The number one stop on the internet for veterans and service members. WDVR on dvradio.net. Before we get to Google's junk that's in the news this week, I gotta say this episode of Barracks Talk was made possible by Tree Hugger with his generous donation while my appendix tried to kill me. Thank you, Tree Hugger, for that donation. And if you want to help DV Radio and have a show or more in your name, go to dvradio.net and click on the blue donate button at the bottom of the homepage. Now, this week's junk that's in the news by Google.
You big dummy.
When the president lies, it's not called a lie. It's called executive privilege. I'm Fred G. Sanford, and the G is for Guadalcanal. Want to see my diary?
Were you a veteran?
That's right.
Oh, did you see much action?
Well, only on leave.
And now, it's time to find out what stupid junk is in the news.
Hi, welcome back. Alright, we don't have a lot of news, but we do have a little bit of news.
Don't forget about the mini baseball bats.
That's where I was going to start, actually.
And the bug spray.
I would mention that. What?
And the bug spray.
I've got that next.
Woo!
Oh my goodness. Alright, so this whole thing started because of the Florida shooting. So schools have gotten creative, and one school district in Pennsylvania decided to arm their teachers with buckets of, what was it? Rocks? Well, now there is another school district in Pennsylvania that has decided to arm their teachers with little baseball bats.
I love how we went from turning into Muslim countries and stoning people to let's just beat them to death.
My question is, are these 16-inch bats gonna really do anything?
16-inch bats? What
yes!
Here I am thinking, like a Louisville Slugger, but these sound like those these sound like those commemorative collector's bats like they had in the 90s or some shit.
That's why I said mini baseball bats.
I thought you meant mini as in like a plethora, a huge amount.
No. I meant mini as in small.
Oh my god.
So, a school district in a suburb of the northwest Pennsylvania city of Erie is arming its 500 teachers with baseball bats. And the Mill Creek School Superintendent William Hall said, "It is the last resort, but it is an option and something we want people to be aware of. We passed them out with the goal being we wanted every room to have one of these. Unfortunately, we're in a day and age where one might need to use them to protect ourselves and our kids." Hall says the bats are primarily symbolic, but are now an option for teachers to use should they need to fight back in a school shooting.
I bet Mark McGuire doesn't even have one of these. He probably feels even smaller with one of these after he took all those steroids.
Yep. And according to Hall, the 16-inch baseball bats were distributed to each teacher following an in-service training day on how to respond to school shooters. Are they gonna, swing at the bullet as it's coming towards them?
Well, that thousandth of a second will give them enough time to react. I mean, all you got to do is follow the bullet like you follow the ball, right?
That's, I guess. But, and
I just got a home run with a bullet.
Mill Creek Education Association President John Cassione says he supports the decision to arm teachers with bats, which will be locked up in each classroom. He said, "This is a tool to have in the event we have nothing else. Part of the formula now is to fight back." And so I think the bats that were provided for the staff were symbolic of that.
I'm looking at these bats right now, and I swear to God, a nightstick and baton has more fucking lethal action than these motherfuckers. Like this I swear to God, this looks like some plastic thing you would buy your kid at a dollar store or something. That's exactly what it looks. Oh my God.
And Hall says it's just one of several initiatives in the works to ensure student safety, including a concrete barrier around the high school walkway and additional security measures at each entrance. And it cost the district about $1,800 to purchase the bats.
John Up 4 said in chat, "Put down your rifle, or I'll threaten you again with my stick."
Oh, man. It's fucking ridiculous. So, hey, you know what they could do? They could put rocks in those classrooms also, and then they could say batter up and throw a rock at the teacher holding the bat, and then the teacher can swing and...
Oh, my God. Holy fuck.
Yep.
Holy shit. Well, David Hogg, there's your solution for people that bring guns to school. Mini bats and rocks. There you go. Good job, kid. Let's give him a round of applause, everybody. Good job, kid. You got your way.
I know, right? Oh my God, it's so insane. All right. An independent investigator is to review a collapse of a ladder on a 13-year-old reserve fire truck. This happened in Boston. A firefighter who was standing on a telescoping ladder when it collapsed onto a 3-story building in Boston suffered no serious injuries, but they were responding to a fire in that building. So, again, no major injuries from this really old fire truck had a ladder collapse.
Well, my question is, are all fire departments, volunteer or otherwise, supposed to have inspections on all equipment, either monthly or bi-monthly?
I'm pretty sure yes, but our firefighter volunteer is not at the farm at this late hour.
Well, I mean, I know for a fact it's supposed to happen at least twice a year. So why the fuck and how the fuck do you miss something that big? I mean, you could have seen a crack or a hairline, quote-unquote, fracture in the metal. That's not something that's easily missed unless you're a dumbass that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, not only are you putting your people in danger, the firefighters in danger, you're putting the lives of those that you're supposed to be fucking saving in danger even more. Holy fuck. You're not only going to rescue them from a fire, you're trying to get them out of a fucking tall-ass building on a piece of shit ladder that you, douche nozzle, didn't want to inspect.
Yep. Exactly. Boston Fire Commissioner Joseph Finn did say that the truck was a backup being used while another truck was repaired.
There's your answer right there. I guarantee you, they never inspected it because it was a backup.
He also said it's about 13 years old, but he said it has had extensive maintenance.
That means nothing. We've got fire trucks in my town that's way older than that. I mean, way fucking older than that. And they've never, to my knowledge, had a problem that vital. I mean, I can understand jet planes having stuff overlooked. I get it. There's so many components to a jet plane that you can easily overlook something. A fire truck isn't even half the size of you could fit a shit ton of fire trucks on a jet plane. Come the fuck on. It doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
You're probably taking a day out of your life to go over it to make sure that all the lives involved are safe. But no, you want to go ahead and be lazy on your job and put more at risk, go ahead. It's on you guys.
There you go. Exactly. And a crane was used to lower the damaged ladder to street level.
I guess so. You seen the fucking size of one of those fucking ladders? Let me go pick up this fire truck ladder over here. Just give me... Oh, no. Gotta have a crane. Gotta have a crane, man. What do you got? Incredible Hulk on your fucking fire team? Like, come on.
Yeah, right. But again, no one was injured during this truck ladder collapse. So that's a plus.
They're lucky. They're lucky that no one was injured, because that would be a case against the city itself, honestly. I don't know about you, but I'd certainly say, if you motherfuckers didn't fucking inspect this and you were coming to get me out of a fucking burning building, your ass better come to my fucking court case. Bitch.
Oh, as DV Snuggie Pie in the chat room said, well, Bruce Jenner had extensive maintenance.
Well.
Oh man.
Fucking hell.
All right. And then okay, so we all remember how the Tide Pod eating challenges were going, right?
Yeah.
So those were exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, people started snorting condoms up their nose and pulling them out of their mouth. So that was also fun. And the latest, people are smoking bug spray to get high.
So if you didn't go to Vietnam and get Agent Orange dropped on you, now you can go smoke bug spray and become one of those generations that, got it dropped on them.
That is absolutely correct. And the high lasts for about 45 minutes. And it's a zombie-like, almost catatonic high. That
Just
you would
fucking drink a cup of coffee. That high lasts fucking longer than fucking 45 minutes.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Indianapolis firefighter Scott Lebbard, who has dealt with individuals high on bug spray, explained that it's a cheap high. I mean, you can buy a bag for $20. And when he's saying a bag, he's referring to marijuana, spice, or tobacco already laced with bug spray. Some people even use banana peels.
Hey, I wonder if someone got this idea when a gnat or mosquito flew up their nose. I mean, gotta kill them somehow. I don't like picking my nose when a gnat goes up there. I don't want to get all those bug guts all over my finger.
I know, right? Given the number of drugs in existence, it continues to seem odd that people are ingesting household products for a buzz. And just think, remember, this is bug spray. What is bug spray's purpose? To get rid of bugs and to kill them. And man,
it's like back in the 60s and 70s, they were lacing cocaine with rat poison because the rat poison actually mixed with some of the chemicals that they would cut cocaine with and gave you a quicker high, like off the fucking, like way quicker than cocaine itself gives you. How that's possible, I don't fucking know. But it was like jump starting that fucking high. But what's rat poison used for? To fucking kill goddamn rats.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with this. I'm just putting something that you kill other things in it with. There's nothing wrong with it at all, man. We can buy it in our grocery store. Why can't I put it in my body?
I know, right? Well, considering what bug spray is meant to do to a bug, now that's being done to your brain. It's kind of scary. Although, on the plus side, bug spray does have the chemical ability to combat malaria and West Nile, so...
That's going to be their justification. I didn't want to get West Nile, man. I didn't want to get all that spray on all my fucking skin, so I thought I'd put it in my body instead, and then it'd seep out into my sweat. And then when the mosquitoes would bite it, man, they just fall over dead, yo. I can see some fucking hippie doing that.
Yep.
I've done that way too fucking good, didn't I? Like, way too good.
I'm like, what is wrong with people?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I thought the Tide Pod and the fucking condoms was bad, but then I seen this today and I was like, oh my god, I gotta send this to Google. I was like, there's no way this shit's real. Fuck yeah. Fucking do one quick search. Did you see how many fucking links was on that one page, on the front page of that? Holy shit.
There were quite a bit, and I just picked the top one. I was like, you know what?
I think I seen one link repeated on that entire fucking search engine, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? This many places is reporting this, and I've not seen it on my fucking local news. Are you shitting me?"
Right?
I didn't even see it on Facebook. That's the point of me saying, "Holy fuck, this is real."
It's crazy.
Well, it's just like insane. The condom challenge. I didn't hear about the condom challenge until I was looking at our Twitter account, and Chris Pronto, for those who don't know, that was Benghazi, 13 hours, Tonto. He had he retweeted or he tweeted out a picture of a news article about kids snorting condoms, and I was like, no fucking way. Sure enough, some douchebags were fucking snorting fucking condoms. What do I do with this? It's not for my dick or anything. Let me put it up my nose. God damn. Fucking Darwin at it. You remember Idiocracy, that movie? Fucking It's All Coming True.
Yep. It's crazy.
We're not going to have Fuddruckers much longer. It's going to be butt fuckers.
Of course.
And Starbucks is going to turn into a fucking prostitution ring. Let's go to Starbucks, man, and get a latte. What's a latte? She gets down on her knees. Anyway.
Well, you know.
Oh, my God. I mean, you think you've seen the dumbest of dumb, and then shit like this pops up. I mean, honestly, you never think that the human race can't get any more retarded than a new generation is born.
Well, yes. And then other things kind of happen, such as, such as women getting designer nipples to look more like Kendall Jenner.
Oh my God, I hope she never does that. Oh my God. If she wants those, I'm straight up telling her no. I'm straight up. Man. It's like, I'm out. Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. So one New Yorker, a 28-year-old, hoping to walk away with breasts like Kendall Jenner, said, "My nipples never get hard."
Oh my God.
Yes. So designer nipples are popping up all over New York, and Dr. Norman Rowe, a Park Avenue plastic surgeon, says many of his female patients want that high beam or headlight look. Procedures at his office, which include Botox fillers injected into the areola, start at $700 and could last up to 2 years of perkiness. So there you have it. Go see Dr. Norman Rowe for $700 if you want designer nipples.
Not only is it not permanent, it's only Botox. It costs you $700, and you have to go back possibly in 2 years to redo it.
Yes.
So you're injecting a chemical in your body that's known to fucking kill people, and saying, "I want perky nipples."
Yes. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Hey, when's National Kissing Day?
That's around this time.
Oh, that was yesterday.
That's what I said.
Sorry,
it's around this time.
Well, sorry, but we're a day late and $1 short on this one. But the pizza chain Villa Italian Kitchen had created a pepperoni pucker lipstick that features a zesty pepperoni flavor for National Kissing Day.
I don't know about you, but have you ever opened a pack of pepperoni?
Yes.
The smell that fucking comes off of that is the most horrid smell. Pepperonis are the best fucking meat out there for pizza, but them not cooked. Oh my God! Like, just thinking about it makes me want to puke. Like, if I no, just no. That's like the pizza bikini. Come on, people, get off your pizza couch. Like,
I know, right?
this fucking pizza soapbox shit is fucking killing me.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's like
the pizza
2018, the year of the pizza.
Right? Pizza Hut needs to bring back the little pizza guy that used to talk and like fly around in space and shit. You remember that? The pizza slice that would talk from Pizza Hut? They need to bring him back. Fucking set these kids right. When I first saw that, I was so afraid. You could ask my mom. Like we had never heard of the pizza mascot for Pizza Hut. Well, they debuted their commercial one night, and it scared me like half to death. And then I found out it's just like a mascot. But like I was afraid, like my slice of pizza was gonna come to life and start talking to me and shit. Like, you don't do that to a fucking kid, man.
Oh man!
Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, that's so funny. I'm sorry.
Like,
that's pretty hilarious, though.
You don't do that to a kid.
Oh man. Okay, so since we're on the pizza topic, a man in Ohio was arrested and faces charges of assault and criminal damaging or endangering after he got really high and assaulted his girlfriend with pizza.
What happened? She didn't want mushrooms on it, and so he added it and made her eat it.
I don't know, but he was extremely high. Apparently, he was highly intoxicated. I should say.
How do you hurt someone with a pizza? Like, what, unless they're like choking on it, and you're saying, "Eat more, bitch!" Like, what the fuck? I've had pizza thrown at me before. Granted, it wasn't inside its box; it was a slice of pizza. It's like makes you go, "What the fuck did you just do?" And you got to clean yourself up. But really,
well. That's still debatable. So the victim told police that Evans, her boyfriend, attacked her while the two were riding home in the car, and the assault included screaming at her, pushing her multiple times, and hitting her with the pizza. How hard was this pizza? I mean, because she does say that she's got minor injuries because she got hit by the pizza.
Well, I'm wondering if they didn't get it in the context it was supposed to be, and it actually was the box itself. And they were just
that is possible.
And you know, when you say go bring me the pizza, you're actually saying bring me, the pizza inside the pizza box. Like, I'm wondering if that's the context she used, and like he was beating her with the box. I've been hit by a box before. Those motherfuckers hurt when they hit just right. So, yeah, I'm wondering if that's what happened.
But then I'm not sure, because at some point it would say the pizza box, not hitting the face with a pizza. And then it says the police took photos of what remained of the pizza while collecting evidence at the scene.
I can see the fucking investigator that had to go home to his wife that night. So, honey, what'd you do tonight? Oh, I had to take some pictures of pizza that a man used to assault the weapon today. Would you like to see them? It was a sausage fest up in there, let me tell you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, all right. So, final story. A Florida woman blames cocaine that ended up in her purse. She blamed it on the windy day. That's how the cocaine got into her purse.
Oh, man, I've got to use that next time. I mean, okay.
So Kenesha Posey was one of two passengers in a car that was swerving in the roadway when it was stopped by Fort Pierce police last month. And during a search of the car, the officer found cocaine and marijuana in separate bags inside a purse that Posey had on her lap. And she said, "I don't know anything about any cocaine. It's a windy day. It must have flown through the window and into my purse." So there you have it.
Did she get at least points for originality? Because I've got to admit, I've never heard that excuse before.
I know. I mean, she admitted that the marijuana was hers, but the cocaine, she knew nothing about cocaine being in the purse, and it must have just blew in.
On dbradio.net/chat, John Up4 says, "Well, it is called blow." So, I've got to say, I got to give the lady, points for originality. She didn't use that, "I don't know what you're talking about," or "this is my sister's car," or anything like that. I've got to say, I've got to hand it to her. but I mean, I've got to give her points on originality. I mean, that right there, it was a windy day. Cocaine could have, the whole bag just blew right in there. I mean, holy shit. That's probably what happened to that Colombian cartel years ago. "Oh no, man, fucking all these kilos just blew up in here, man. All these kilo bricks, dog. I don't know, bro." I can see that happening. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good God. It's too funny.
And people say originality has gone out the window today. Go meet this lady down in Florida. And that reminds me, Google, I've noticed that most of your stories come from Ohio, up in the New England area, and Florida. What's up with that?
Not from my bed, because that's where I'm going.
And he's out. And he's gone. He's gone. Well, 6 is gone.
Oh, man.
But I've noticed that when you brought up the Ohio story, I was like, wait a second. I've heard a few stories that happened in Ohio. And then you brought up Florida, and I'm like, there's even more stories from Florida. What the fuck? Like, I'm not joking. Most of your news articles are in Florida, Ohio, or New England. And I'm like trying to wrap my brain around that.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault that that's where all the idiots live.
Are you saying something about you and DB6?
Well, no, we're in New Hampshire. We're not in Massachusetts.
Isn't New Hampshire part of the New England area?
Well, yeah, but
okay, so
is where most of the stories come from.
You've had a few that happened in New Hampshire.
Well. I do have another one from Florida if you want to keep going with this Florida thing.
Yeah, you can.
All right. Florida man's own dashboard camera lands him in jail.
Oh,
this
damn.
was actually pretty funny. So the Palm Beach Post reports that after 25-year-old Xavier Moran was involved in a crash on April 5th, he told a sheriff's deputy he had been cut off by another driver and could prove it with his dashboard camera. He then signed a consent waiver to search the camera. And while the Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy was reviewing the footage, they saw Moran burglarizing a beauty store. Authorities say the video showed Moran taking a baseball bat from the trunk and someone using the bat to break the glass door to the store.
He's probably the kid that got bullied in school for his name being Moran because he was a moron.
He was arrested on burglary charges.
Holy shit.
Maybe he was defending a school.
Defending his school by burglarizing a beauty salon.
There you go. Oh my god.
So it's not my fault that the idiots want to live in Florida.
Wait, he burglarized a beauty salon? How much money can you...
A beauty store, yeah.
Like, how much can you honestly get from a beauty store? Like, what, maybe $1,000 on a good day?
I don't know. But yeah, he burglarized a beauty store.
And that's probably what happened. He didn't get enough for his daily allowance, so he thought he'd try to get insurance fraud too. That's what happened.
Maybe.
Oh, fucking retards in this world. Talk about dumbass criminals. Let me go buy me a dashboard cam and I'll get anybody that tries to crash me. Well, let me leave it on while I go rob this beauty store. I don't know why the Florida guy had an accent, but...
I don't know.
Oh my god.
But it is pretty funny.
Jesus. Like,
I mean...
This is what I'm talking about. When you think you've heard the dumb of dumb, here comes another fucking idiot. Holy shit. Oh my god. But you know what? If you don't want to be an idiot on social media where your grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle, sister, girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, fiance can follow you, head over to dvbarracks.com. That's dvbarracks.com. You can go there and you can sign up anonymously. Hit the sign up button. You can sign up with your email and or log in with your Facebook. After you do that, you can hit the little picture up in the top right-hand corner. You can change your name to any name that you want, your picture to any picture you want, and you can peruse the forum at your discretion. We have the peer support forum as well as resources that are just all around good places. It's a place for you to go with like-minded veterans and just be yourselves. That's what it's for. And you can reach out, you can talk to the mods and other people that are there at the DV forum. Again, that's dvbarracks.com. Go sign up right now. You don't want to miss out on anything that those guys do over there. And it's a wonderful platform, especially for those of you that like to stay anonymous. I was going to ask you, Google, if you've been over there lately, but you're like me. You can't get over to places like that.
No, I don't have time.
We spoke a little bit about YouTube earlier. You can go to YouTube for DV Radio podcast, as well as future stuff that we're collaborating with a few people like David Libby and a few other things. We're going to have some videos in the upcoming months. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you go over there and subscribe, because we need a shit ton of fucking subscribers before we can even think about it being monetized now. Thank you, YouTube. We love you. Fucking goddamn it. Anyway. Jesus Christ. It pisses me off, these fucking things that they fucking keep adding, man. All these fucking outlets. Anyway, if you want to follow DV Radio on YouTube and Facebook, just look up DV Radio. You can also follow us on podcasts. That's Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and a few other places that I'm not quite sure of, because you assholes put us everywhere and I can't keep up with it. So go subscribe. Keep updated with our podcast, and I'm trying to get us on another platform. As soon as I do, you guys will be the first to know. If you miss anything during the show, you need to tune in at 2109 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays, because we can't put music and a lot of copyrighted shit on our podcast, because I don't have thousands of dollars. Do you, Google?
Nope, I do not.
Yeah, so we can't put that shit in our public forum. Sorry. Anyway, go check us out. That's DV Radio. You can also follow us on Facebook, DV Radio and Dysfunctional Veterans, and Twitter at DV_DV Radio. I actually put the other day, Google, when me, you, and Six were talking about his ID that you lost. Yeah, I put that conversation up on Twitter, and people fucking loved it.
Nice.
The whole conversation about where's my ID? I gave it to you yesterday. You said you were going to put it on your desk. Oh, good thing. That's where it needs to go, on my desk. And then I think I had put where you said typical DV6, not being a normal person, putting it back in his wallet.
No, I needed to go in his wallet, and he put it on his desk.
Right. That was some funny shit. He was fucking freaking the fuck out. Oh my God. Oh my God. And me and Google are like, what? What's wrong? My license, my ID. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? They gave it to you yesterday, Google says. When? When did you give it to me? When you said you were going to put it in your wallet, and I guess you put it on your desk. Yep. That's how our Skype meetings go.
I know. It's crazy.
But yeah, be sure you guys go follow us on all of our social media platforms so you can keep updated with news, the events, like the 4th of July event that we're having at the DV Farm located in Gilson, New Hampshire. MyDVStore.com merchandise. So go over there, purchase anything that's up and able to buy that you are able to buy right now. Please go over there and get it, as well as farm merch. Is there anything I'm leaving out, Google?
I don't think so.
Remember, you guys that are listening, we have a soft debut of Contraband on Saturday, April 28th after Barracks Talk. So that will happen right after Barracks Talk on April 28th. It's by David Libby. It's the first episode. I forgot the guy's name that he's interviewing. I think it's Johnny. Forgive me, you guys. I forgot. I've got so much shit going on that I can't remember half the shit that I'm supposed to put out. I thought I wrote it down, but apparently I actually didn't this week. But yeah, it's a great interview. It's fucking hilarious. So be sure you guys tune in and stay on after Barracks Talk so you can hear that. I want to get your guys' feedback. It was his first show, and he's never hosted a radio show in his entire life. So I think you guys need to be a little lenient with him, because me and him talked about what he needs to work on and all that good stuff. But what you guys would like to hear from it and all of that good stuff, that's what I want to hear. But other than that, Google, do you have anything for our lovely listeners tonight that we just want to call fuckheads?
I do not.
I'd ask Recoil, Marquis, and DB6, but none of them are here, so I guess
they're all gone.
Yeah, they always leave us. Yep, they went bye-bye. So I guess that
fucking quit on us.
Yeah, I guess that's it for tonight's Barracks Talk that you've heard here on DVRadio.net. Be sure you guys go to PTSDog's GoFundMe, get him up to $1,000 so the top 3 or the last 3 can get on Barracks Talk and the Service Dog Show. And don't forget to check out diocancerfund.org and your chance to be one of the 4 winners for the meet and greet of Bisto Blanco and David Libby at that ride for Ronnie. That's happening on May 6th. So that's a good cause, great cause, wonderful people. And I think they're going to have a shit ton of bands. So go check that out. That's diocancerfund.org. We're going to end tonight's show, guys. I'd say you guys can't stay, but the chat's open all night, 24/7, 365. So if you guys want to stay and chat along with each other, go for it. I'm not going to be here because I got a lot of shit to get together. But until next week, fucksicles, bye-bye.
Hit us up on Facebook and Twitter.
That's all, folks. Goodbye, motherfucker!
DV Radio.
That means we're finished. Leave. Go. Now. Go do something else. Go to mydvstore.com, dvfarm.org. Go. Leave. Go, fucksicles!